Good morning, children. Yesterday we read these first two pages, beginning of transport and famous voyages. We read about different explorers, how they explored different places, and now today we will talk about invention of steam engine. Now, children, what was the need of discovery or invention of such means of transport? As human being was leading a very difficult life many years ago, when even a wheel was also not discovered, he used to walk on his foot. But just to make his life more comfortable, more settled, such discoveries started taking place. First was the discovery of wheel, then bullock carts. So many means of transport came into existence, but his invention never stopped. Gradually, over a period of many years, steam engine was also discovered, and this helped a lot in the field of transportation, in the field of business. Human being was able to transport things very easily in a less period of time. Now let's read this. A great revolution in the field of transportation was the invention of the steam engine about 300 years ago. Thomas Newcomen was the first person who designed steam engine, which was later improved by James Watt in 1781. And after that, first train pulled by a steam engine was made about 200 years ago. So along with the transportation on land, transportation started in water. Like ships were there, ships started running on around the same time. Ships running on steam engines were also used. Thus traveling became easier and faster, and heavy goods could also be transported easily. The discovery of petroleum led to the invention of the first motor-run wagon. This event started in Germany and is also known as the birth of modern automobile. So for running certain vehicles, petrol was required, then petrol was also invented. So the first automobile was developed with the invention of petrol. Now, invention did not only took place in the field of land and water, but also in air. Now, two very important names, Wilbur and Orville Wright, that is Wright brothers, they invented aeroplanes. Now let's read about them. Two American brothers built the first aeroplane. It made traveling to distant places possible in a shorter period of time. Carrying heavy goods in bulk became easier, and many people could travel to distant places at the same time. You can see here the Wright Brothers National Memorial Aeroplane. This was the first aeroplane discovered by Wright brothers. It was somewhat like a glider which glides, and this is the steam engine. Now, improvement of transport. In the 20th century, vehicles running on petrol, diesel and electricity were introduced. Improved roads and highways were built. Now, for running these vehicles, you required better road conditions. So, roads were also improved. The means of transport are classified into three categories. Land transport, that is discovery in the field of land, that is your steam engine, other vehicles. Then water transport, your ship, steamers. And air transport, aeroplane, helicopter. Can you give 5 examples for each one of them? Yes. Keeping in mind today's means of transport, we can name any 5 means of transport in different categories. Although not used for transportation purposes, space travel was a huge achievement in the field of science. Now here we are talking transportation on land, that is on the earth, but human beings started traveling. He made rockets, so he started traveling in the space. This was a big achievement. Many astronauts have traveled to space and discovered things that have increased our knowledge of the universe. So human being did not restrict himself on the land. He started traveling in the space in order to explore our universe. Turn to the next page. Communication. Communication means what? Sharing ideas or information with one another, just like transport means of communication have evolved over a period of time. Modern technology has made communication very easily. Yes, through internet, the communication up with a person who is living far away from our place becomes very easy. In a minute, in a second's time, you can communicate many things with a person. So communication has developed a lot due to such electronic gadgets which are invented, and still the invention is taking place. In the prehistoric days, before any language developed, people spoke to each other through sign language. As we had read in the previous chapter, the language was not developed earlier. Human beings used to talk to each other through sign language. Slowly, gradually, as the human brain evolved, the ways of communication, that is the language, came into existence. People started communicating through language. Early humans also used cave paintings to communicate. As we had read earlier, their ideas. Soon after language developed, people started using speech to communicate. Information, ideas, and stories were passed down through generations by word of mouth. Now, so many facts which were there, they were communicated through paintings. Okay, and how did we come to know about them? By the writings, because human beings started learning languages. As with the help of languages, human started writing them down. And how we came to know? How we came to know about writing? Through scriptures, through paintings. Early humans began writing on clay tablets with the pen made of reed. Now, pen was made up of reed. It was a wooden stick. The first evidence of writing was found in Mesopotamia. With the language, as the human being started learning language, he learned to write it also. They wrote on the barks of tree or on big leaves. Some of these scripts have been deciphered by historians, while some are still indecipherable. Now what do you mean by the word decipherable and indecipherable? Means deciphered means to find the meaning of something that is difficult to understand, and indecipherable means you are not able to find out the meaning. So some writings they were able to find out the meaning, and for some they were not able to find out the meanings. The Egyptians used a system of writing called hieroglyphics. So the way of writing which was discovered by Egyptian was known as hieroglyphics. Pictures you can see here, hieroglyphics. So this was the way of writing discovered by Egyptians. Pictures of animals and various other objects were used to represent a word, a syllable or a sound. You can see pictures of animals, birds. They were used for representing word, syllable or a sound. These signs were called hieroglyphics. However, it was the invention of paper by the Chinese that truly revolutionized writing. In the ancient times, people would walk, run, ride on horseback or sail in boats to carry messages to faraway places. This was very inconvenient as people were often faced with bad weather or forests full of wild animals. Homing pigeons. So what is homing pigeons? In earlier times, human beings used to send the messages with the help of pigeons. They used to hang the messages around the neck of the birds, and they used to send the messages to far off places. They were trained pigeons. Homing pigeons or carrier pigeons were trained to carry messages to distant places. Messages would be written on small pieces of paper and tied to the pigeons' feet. These pigeons had the natural ability to find their way home with a return message. The carrier pigeon were widely used during the First World War to send messages. So children, now you can see that how the means of communication developed, how it evolved slowly. Human beings started learning new languages. Then he started writing, and then how to communicate. For communicating, he started using different languages. Like Egyptians, they started a system of writing called hieroglyphics. Then Chinese, they invented paper, which really helped revolutionize the writing. Then in earlier times, how the messages were sent? Pigeon, carrier pigeons were there. So they used to send the messages, and it also helped during First World War for sending messages. So that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll read further, that is the developments in communication. Please revise whatever we have read today.